This is a COETAIL Course 5 final project. Hi, my name's Joel Bevans. This video is all about the journey of connecting students together so that they can collaborate with others from around the world so that they can create a story or travelling tale to share with a global audience. This is the story of Travelling Tales. I'm an early years teacher working at the International School of Luxembourg. This academic year I'm teaching and learning with K2 students, 5 and 6-year-olds, which is a new opportunity for me, having previously taught grade 1 for the past 4 years. What I'm loving about K2 is that every day is different. You just don't know what's going to happen next. Life is certainly not dull teaching kindergarten. The problem came when I was trying to think about how I could create my COETAIL Course 5 final project. I had loads of different ideas, but being new to a grade sort of threw a spanner in the works. I needed a spark, something to focus my thoughts and energy. But when no spark came, I just thought, well, let's see what I'm actually doing already in the classroom. We were already doing so much. Creating content on the iPad, sharing it on Twitter and on our Seesaw blogs, making our thinking visible for the world. We were connecting with classrooms around the world, in Cambodia and New Zealand and the UK. We were reading books and connecting with authors from across the world. We even set up our own makerspace in the loft above our classroom. And then we began to tell our own individual story, a tale about ourselves. Here's an example.
My name is Elsie. This is my family. This is my house in Luxembourg. I like to go horse riding. I like pigs. I like to go to the beach.
As I was saying earlier, we were beginning to connect with other classrooms around the world, take part in projects and share questions and answer questions. It was a global collaboration between schools, asking questions and finding out, proper inquiry. One of my students came up with a fantastic idea and connected about making an individual story and making a story about our class and the school.
Why don't we make a story about our school to show it to other schools?
And that's what we did. The children created a story about our class and school to share with the world. And this wonderful idea from one of my students really was the spark behind Travelling Tales.
Because we can show it to the other schools in Cambodia, Italy, England, and Spain.
Why do you want to show it to the other schools?
Because so they know what we're doing in our schools. And they're asking questions to us, and this was one of their questions, so that's why.
Do you think their school's just the same as our school?
No.
Why? What makes you think it's going to be different?
Because not all schools will be the same.
Did the teacher take the films or the pictures or do the talking?
No.
Who did it?
We did. Yeah.
Was it hard?
No.
The main concept behind this project is it's a bit like a campfire. People tell a story and it gets passed on to the next person until the tale is told. The only difference here being that it's a digital campfire. The story is being passed on through Twitter or email to the next person. I chose Adobe Spark Voice because the children found it fun to use. It was easy for them to manipulate. It's a great tool to share learning across the world. To really understand how a story works, we had to go offline for a while. We began by looking in picture books and short stories, thinking about where the beginning, the build-up, the problem, the resolution and the ending were in each of the stories. We found out about the different elements of a beginning or a build-up. What happens in these parts of different stories that we read. We created our own anchor charts explaining about what makes a good beginning or what makes a good middle. We looked at specific story language. Where were certain words used in stories for effective use of storytelling? And I'm a dog as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me? Yes, cried the witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Where do you think we are in this story right now? Where do you think? Have a little whisper to the person next to you. Talk. Where are we now? Where do you think we are?
The beginning. And you don't know. Stop, it's 2 pages. No, it's the movie up. Normally, don't take a bullet.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back then. Hand up if you've got an idea. Where do you think we are? And remember, try and use that word because. So don't just give me the answer, try and say why you think we're there. What do you think? Saskia? Why do you say that? What makes you say that? Okay, so the beginning we found out about the
witch.
Okay. And then
So now we're almost there.
because we're finding out about what though? What have we seen?
The dog. Because the dog found the halfling and then it grabbed it.
Okay, very good. Arthur, what does the problem mean?
The problem is that something goes wrong.
Something goes wrong. Excellent. And then we go on to the
Resolution.
and that means what? What does that mean? What does the resolution mean, Saskia?
It's solved.
This means it's solved. Okay, so it's sorted out. And then we have something at the end. So the ending, and then usually it ends what? Connor?
I drew up some guidelines to help the process. A tale must be completed in 2 weeks to keep it relevant and fresh in people's mind. The tale will travel, ideally between 5 classes, with each class telling a part of a tale. A 5-part story mountain approach was adopted to use as a basis for all travelling tales. Each part of a tale should be no more than 5 slides, and each slide be no more than 10 seconds. A class will have 2 days to work on their part of the tale.
Online, we were beginning to create connections. I set up a Twitter account at Travelling Tale. I created a website to share the travelling tales and to give more information and resources. And then we sent out our first tweet to connect with other classrooms around the world. People began to take an interest and want a little bit more information about what was a travelling tale. Then people began to sign up. 2 educators took a risk. Nicola Stevenson from New Zealand and Nikki Young from Taipei were the first educators to sign up to Travelling Tales. I really wanted to go with momentum, and so we decided as a 3 we would begin the Travelling Tale. We began to brainstorm ideas. Throughout the process we shared what was happening via Twitter amongst the classrooms. And when we completed our opening part of the story, we passed it on to Taipei, who then passed it on in the digital campfire to New Zealand. The conversations continued amongst the classes on Twitter to make our thinking visible. Our class then told the resolution to this tale. Finally, the ending was told in Taipei with Nikki Young's class. The first ever travelling tale was complete. 5 parts, 3 schools, 3 countries, 2 weeks, 1 tale. Welcome to
Bob the Big White Shark. Once upon a time there was a shark called Bob who lived under the deep blue sea in a sunken ship. Bob liked to hide his treasure in his ship from the big white octopus. Heard about the treasure from a school of fish. Who heard from the sea otter. The octopus had the sneaky idea. One day, the shark was sleeping. The octopus snuck in as quiet as a mouse. The octopus swam to the treasure. Flying fish came along and disturbed the shark. The shark was angry. The octopus got his tentacles caught in the treasure chest. Bob shouted angrily at the octopus, "Get off my treasure!" The octopus says, "I am sorry." Suddenly, the shark bit the treasure and the octopus was free. Bob forgave the octopus and they became friends. Later, they went to the treasure market together to find a new treasure chest for the shark. And also a treasure chest for the octopus. With his own treasure chest. The octopus never tried to steal again. And he lived happily ever after with his friend Bob the shark.
What was your favourite part?
My favorite part was when Bob made friends with the big white octopus. I think that when they're friends, they can live together. That's why I like that part.
Make you feel working with different children across the world?
Excited.
Excited? What makes you say that you were? Why?
Because we don't know what their voice is going to be like. We don't know what they're going to do. Yeah, because it's like excited.
It's a
surprise. Hear the story when it comes back to us.
Ah, okay. And would you like to do another travelling tale again?
Yeah.
You would do?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So has this project redefined learning? I think it has. It's redefined our understanding of how a story works. The elements that make up a story, the story language, are all embedded into this project. Not only that, when making a travelling tale, children had to collaborate with other children, not only in the classroom, but in other classrooms around the world. Children now have connections across the world that previously they had not. Travelling Tales has allowed children to have a voice globally. Even as 5 and 6 year olds, their thoughts and ideas matter, and other people are interested in them. It's allowed children to be creative and to use new media, adding music and visuals, or even taking pictures. Children now have the skills and ideas and concepts of using this tool to share their learning in other areas, maybe maths or science or unit of inquiry. I truly believe that this unit has redefined learning for the children. Without technology, this would not have been possible. I think one of the most important elements about this project is choosing the right tool. The children loved using it because they could do it independently. The platform also allowed multiple users across the world to be working on a project simultaneously. Travelling Tales does not stop. We have published 4 Travelling Tales, and more people are signing up all the time. In fact, we are now running 2 tales at a time for different ages of children. People are even asking if there is a French version of it. So we will continue to work on Travelling Tales throughout the year. Student learning has to be at the centre of using any technology. Sometimes you find a tool that works, sometimes you find a tool that doesn't. In this occasion, I think I found a tool that works to give children a voice and empower them to share their thoughts with the world. Travelling Tales.